Good morning, everybody. Charlie here with Red Summit RF. Welcome back to my portable Morse code paddle series that I'm doing. And to those of you who are new, I hope you enjoy it. Today, I'll be reviewing the EA3PP Portable Leg Key. Before jumping into the review, I'd like to remind everybody to make sure you check the comments below, because after I do the review, there are some very useful comments that other viewers leave from time to time. Back in January, Trevor G1JZY emailed me and mentioned that I might want to check out some of Andrés paddles. Andrés' call sign is EA3PP. So I did. I went ahead and emailed Andre and asked him if there were any paddles that he had that were suitable for portable operations. He pointed me to the key that I'm going to be reviewing today, and he called it the Portable Leg Key. It didn't have a name, and he said just use that as the name, so that's what I'll do. From what I can gather, Andre doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Spanish, so we used Google Translate back and forth with our emails, and we were able to communicate just fine. So let's go ahead and take a look at this paddle and see what we got. Okay, at the time of this recording, Andres was selling the EA3PP Portable Leg Key for 32 euros plus 15.35 euros shipping from Spain. That comes out to be just a little over $50 total for US dollars. So first he had to make the paddle, and because Andreas doesn't keep an inventory, so once he shipped it, the paddle arrived in about 2.5 weeks. If you go to the website that I have listed in the comments below, you can get a short description of the paddles with a few pictures. In an email exchange with Andres, he gave me a description of the materials he uses. The box and the base, where the mechanism is mounted, is made by him. The box is made of a strip from electrical cables, so electrical cable strip, and the base is made of a PVC plastic strips. So he uses a circular saw where he machines most of his parts. He has a shop, and he kind of just constructs everything and does that there out of his house. If you remove the screw on the top here, the base slides out for adjusting. When you translate the text from that website I mentioned earlier, it reads the mechanism is made of brass and the recoil is made of neodymium magnets. So it weighs about 61 grams with the cable here, and without this leg strap that comes with it. So here's a leg strap that was sent with this, and it goes right in here in the slot. I took it out because I usually just hold my paddle and don't use a leg strap. Anyway, yeah, it was 61 grams with the cable and without the strap. And when you compare that with the Pico Palm at 31 grams, it's about double the weight. So the Pico Palm I weighed with its cable too. So 61 versus 31. The paddle is about an average weight, I guess, for portable operations. It's about 3 times the width of the Pico Palm you can see here. About the same height when you remove the leg strap mounting portion. And it's just a little bit shorter than the Pico Palm. So to make adjustments, you remove the paddle from the casing. You'll find the adjustment screw for spacing on each lever right here at the back. So here's one of the screws, and so you just use a regular screwdriver, a small one, to adjust how far away the contact is there. And the same on the other side, it's the other screw. Tension is adjusted by loosening the nut here. Let me bring that up right here. So right here is a nut, right there on the side, and you loosen that nut. On the other end of the bolt is a magnet, and so you just kind of slide that magnet further and away or closer, depending on how much tension you want. So you unloosen this bolt and do that. So that's how you adjust the paddle. This paddle comes with a mounting option, the leg strap, which I have right here, and you can see it's threaded through the bottom there. But there's nothing in the purchase that allows you to mount this to a radio. Again, referring to the website I mentioned earlier, the link in the comments below, the translation reads, it can be attached to a table or a radio by removing the tape and applying blue tack fixing putty. So I think that he's suggesting that you use putty or maybe even just some Velcro and fix it that way. The contacts are made out of brass and the recoil uses magnets. I let a couple of my friends try this paddle out. Both had trouble with it, primarily because it had spacing that was too wide when they were using it. I adjusted it since. But I think the agility is really good and it feels smooth and makes clean contacts. The paddle comes with a cable built in, and it does not have a 2.5 millimeter jack plug in the end of it. This will be the 10th paddle that I review, and of all the 10, only 2 others did not have a 3.5 millimeter jack. But it is in there pretty firm. It'll work. To purchase these paddles, I would recommend going about it the same way I did. Reach out to Andrés via the email listed in his QRZ page. You'll both have to use Google Translate, but it works well. Tell Andreas that you want him to build it, and when it's ready, he'll ask you for a payment via PayPal. So now let's go ahead and get to the grades. Again, let me emphasize that these are my thoughts and based on my experiences with the paddle. And yours may be different if you go ahead and purchase one of these paddles and use it in the field. So the cost is going to be an A. This paddle is affordable, and it surprised me how nice it was. I really enjoyed using the paddle, and it gave me no issues. What's more, it's handmade. Durability, I like that the parts that he used are parts that are really readily available, and so I think that it'll last a good average lifespan. And if you take care of it, you won't have to replace it for a while. As far as weight, I'm going to give it a B. The weight of this paddle is about average. It's solid, but not really beefy. For the size, this paddle is a good average size for portable use. As I showed you, it's a little bit bigger than the Pico Palm, but it still fits easily in this storage case that I use to store all of my portable paddles. So it'll certainly be small enough to go portable, since it's kind of how I measure things out. Agility, I'm going to give it a B. The paddle is smooth and it really is enjoyable to use. I can run at 25 plus words a minute without error. It's actually a little better than some of the other paddles I've given a B grade to before in the past, but it still falls short of that A range quality. Enclosure, I feel kind of bad about giving a fail on the enclosure, but as you can see here in the top and in the bottom, it is not fully enclosed. I think it's a really smart concept, reusing parts and being resourceful, and just purchasing what's readily available and using it. But the design is not fully enclosed, so I have to be consistent and fair, and so I have to say it fails because it is not fully enclosed. But I give Andres an A for his resourcefulness with this enclosure. Mounting is a C. It comes with the option for the leg strap, but it does not come with magnets. And then as far as beauty goes, again, I want to congratulate Andres for his resourcefulness in making this paddle. It is a nice looking paddle. If you check out his QRZ page, he has pictures of some of his other paddles that he's made as well. Okay, so that wraps up my thoughts on this key. So let's get it plugged into the radio. Well, in this case, let's get it plugged into the CW hotline and give it a test here. So let me get this all set up here nice for us. Okay, so let's do this test just like we've done in the past. I'll send a little bit of code. Okay, so that is the EA3PP Portable Leg Key. I think this is a great paddle for beginners, and also if you are looking for an inexpensive paddle for everyday use or a backup paddle, this might come in handy. In fact, I used this for a month in all of my activations, actually maybe a month and a half. I never had any problems with it, and I actually liked it. You can adjust it, both the tension and the spacing, and so it's you know, a lot of inexpensive keys you can't do that. So for the price, I think you're really not going to be too bad off. And if it doesn't work out for you, you know, it's something that isn't going to break the bank. I appreciate everybody joining me for this portable Morse code paddle series. I have plenty more paddles to review coming up in the future, so don't forget, the next one will be in about a month, I suppose. It's one I purchased at Hamvention. And so with that, I'll say 73 to you guys, and thank you for supporting me and for visiting. 73.